Welcome to day 3 of Cody Ryan Lifts. Today's the day I've been waiting for. We gotta do a fundraiser competition. Pretty excited. I haven't lifted in front of people in a while. Sorry, my hands are a bit full. I'm just gonna throw some stuff down here. Here we go, I'm back. Hands are full. Tried not to drop the camera. Gonna go show you what I pack into my gym bag for the competition. This one's a little bit different than normal, as generally our strongman competitions are held outdoors at events, fun like festivals and stuff like that. Today I'm actually going to be going out to Winkler, Manitoba. One of my friends, Ryan and Ariel Fraze, they have just started a strongman gym. It's called The Forge. It's in Winkler, Manitoba. It's only about a 20-minute drive for me, nice and close. But it's indoors at the gym, so they will have everything available for warming up. So my bag's gonna be a little lighter today, but I'm gonna turn you around and show you. There we go. Time to grab my bag. So the same bag I've used for, 10 years. Can't go without straps. Today's lifts are a max 18-inch axle deadlift and a max axle clean and press. I got some liquid shock, got my wrist straps. I'm not really a knee, I don't really wear sleeves much, but sometimes I'll pack them just in case. And some smelling salts, because today I need to get my adrenaline up. Life hack, some Rub A535. It is great to get your nerves, especially if you have a bit of issues in your shoulders. Gets the nerves and the blood flow going really nicely. Some stuff I took from inside. Deodorant for after, so I can go to the supper and not smell. My secret weapon, tights. Deadlifting, I like to have it run up the legs. Just my phone charger in here, and then a massage gun just to get the blood flowing again. So that's the basics. I guess I don't need to bring any tacky with, I'll take that out. And then 3 more pieces that I like to take all the time. Mouth guard. I used to lift without it. This one isn't my favorite. We need to try a different brand next, but I was starting to have some teeth pain on really heavy deadlifts and stuff like that, so that's a nice little safety measure. I got a soft belt and a hard belt because in strongman we can use both, and it really helps build up that internal pressure. And I think that's all I'm taking today. Generally, I would throw some bands in there for warming up and stretching. Sometimes I'll take my briefs with, stuff like that. There we go, hopefully you can see me. I'm just gonna do a double check, make sure I have everything I want. Yes, I do. Today is simple, it's indoors, so only one set of shoes I need. Big tip that I heard once, bring every pair of shoes you have, because you never know what the ground is going to be like. This one I do, so I don't need to. Alright, I'm going to head back to the car. See you soon. There we go. Hopefully you guys can hear me alright. We got hit with a pretty big snowstorm last night. So I'm really hoping that we get a good turnout today. We'll see. My camera's bouncing around a little bit, sorry. There we go. Alright, so like I was saying, today I'm going out to Winkler. I'm going to be doing a fundraiser event. Sorry, I'm just trying to fix this camera a bit here. Be close enough. It's a fundraiser event for the candlelighters. I don't know every detail about it, but I'm pretty sure it has to do with helping people that are going through cancer and cause for me. I've had some people with cancer in my life, and I like to support it every time I can. So that's about what today is. So I did tell you about the details, but maybe you don't know strongman, or you don't know sports the way that I do, or you're just new to the sport. So you've probably heard of a deadlift. Just going through the corner here. The roads are slick. Gonna be driving slow today. Okay, so the first lift that I'll explain is the 18-inch axle deadlift. So it's pretty standard to a normal deadlift, where you start with the weight on the ground and you lift it up. Generally, people use a barbell. Today we will be using an axle. It's pretty much only used in strongman. Oh, these roads are slick. It's about a 2-inch diameter. It's the depth that it just makes it harder to grip. You can use straps, but it just it puts the weight out in front of your shins and it doesn't slide up quite as nice. Plus the weights don't spin, so if it gets the momentum, it rips it out of your hands even with straps. And then today's height will be 18 inches, so for me that is just about below my knee. So it's just a little raised off the ground, so you can generally do more weight, which is awesome, and it feels good and it looks cool. After that, we'll be using this, or I guess the first event will be the press, and that will be with an axle as well. We'll take it from the ground, bring it to our shoulders, and then up to our overhead. Normally, because like I said, the axle, the weights don't rotate, which is what you see in Olympic lifting. They do the nice clean into the shoulders, and the barbell and has some bearings on it, so the weights can spin and the momentum doesn't take you down. With an axle, that does not exist. So if the bar spins and you catch it, it keeps spinning, and you have, I don't know, about 200 pounds or whatever you put on there spinning back at you. It's really hard to stop it. So that's a difference. And then so we often do a continental clean. I'll show you in tomorrow's video, but it's where you go from the legs to the belly, just above your belt. Some people use the belt, depends on what federation, what rules you are. And then from there, usually to your shoulders, and then a press. It just helps mitigate that spin as I'm spinning all over the road, because this is a sheet of ice. Today I had planned on hosting a nice supper with a bunch of people from the event after. With these roads and most people driving out, I have a feeling it's going to be pretty limited. But yeah, that's me. I'm going to be driving now for, I don't know, 20 more minutes to get there. Might be 30 today with the weather. I'm glad I left a little early. And I will see you when we get there. But I was going to pause for the drive, but fate happened, and we got some classic music that kicked in. This doesn't say I'm going to hit a PR. I don't know what does. Talking after the song, I'm gonna enjoy this. There we go. I always love some Rammstein. When I got into the sport, Brent Ham, Manitoba strongman that kind of led the way in the sport for a long time. That's what he always had on repeat. That's who I kind of started training with a little bit at the CrossFit gym and fell in love with the sport. But Rammstein was always on, and it's always gonna be a PR day when that's on. So that said, I may as well talk about what my goals are for the day. I'm not peaked, feeling pretty strong. I've been doing a new training style. I'll talk about that in a different video one of these days. But today's goals are to be 2 PRs. So the best 18-inch deadlift I've ever done is 610 pounds with an axle bar, sorry. I hit 750 with the deadlift bar, but that's a completely different lift. With the axle bar, the best I've done, I think I just said 615. That's my goal. I think the best I've hit is 605, and that was at Static Monsters when I was 176 pounds. So I just want to beat that because I'm 195 now, so I should be able to pull a little more. I'm not going to be mad if I only stop at 615. 650 would be a nice number to hit. We'll see. For the press, the best I have done on an axle bar, I believe, is 215. Today I'm going to be going for 225 just because it's a nice number. It sounds nice. I will be happy with anything over 210. Just where I'm at with my training right now. I've been really rehabbing my shoulder, so I'm not going to be pushing into the pain cave today. It'll be what it is. So from that, it looks like we got some really bad traffic coming up here, so I'm going to sign off for a bit. I didn't film a sign off, so here we go. That's the end of today's video. Tomorrow I will be posting my lifting and a few other people lifting. But after this, I will attach the speech from the Candlelighters. It was a really good organization that we donated money to. So if you want to keep watching, that'll be there, and you can see what the basic and what they do. And then I also just attach some of our warm-up reps. Hope you have a good night.
Nobody gets paid, so all of our money goes directly into what our mission is, and that is to work families. Am I loud enough otherwise?
Yeah. Probably, yeah. You probably need some.
So some of the things that we do is we have some parking passes up on CK5. Some of our families actually, the ones that have bone marrow transplants, they end up there sometimes 3 to 6 months. And so we want to make sure that they don't have to pay for parking yet too. So we have parking passes up on the ward. We do care packages for newly diagnosed family. Anytime, and we have such a good relationship now with the Child Life Department and Children's. Anytime there's a new family diagnosed, they ask the family's permission to share their information with us. What we do is we send them a very generous care package. We give a $500 gift card to help with groceries and gas, whatever their needs are. It has a blanket in there for the child that says the word hope, and the O is the childhood cancer ribbon, which is gold. And then we have a few Contigo mugs and some other stuff in there. And then we try to supply them with different resources that are available in Manitoba. And this is for only children who are treated at Cancer for Manitoba. So it is all of Manitoba, not just our local area here. We have a food cart up at Children's Hospital in the Cancer Ward. We fill it usually every 3 to 4 weeks or so. We supply coffee, tea, snacks. The most popular is craft dinner cups. Whatever. So often when a child gets sick, they end up with fever in the night, and then they end up in emerge. By the time they get up to the ward, the parents are exhausted, the child's exhausted. It can be 8 hours sometimes, and they don't always get in time for the meal. So we want to make sure that we have snacks and stuff for them available at all times. And all of this stuff is at no cost to the family. We do all of this on our own. We have approximately 6 events per year in person. We try to make 3 or 4 of them in-person events so families can connect with each other and get support from each other because there are so many different kinds of cancer. It's nice to connect parents with each other who have similarities, and so that way they have some support system. We do, this one's relatively new as well. We do gifts for childhood cancer survivor high school graduates. So when a child has had cancer, and sometimes their cancer can be from when they're 2 or 3 years old, we still give them the grad. It's a $500 Best Buy gift card. We give them a survivor blanket. They've gone through a lot, and when a child has cancer, it's not necessarily they do the treatment and it's done. A lot of these kids have lifelong effects from the chemotherapy and radiation. So it's just a bit of an encouragement, and especially for our teens who are going through cancer, they have a hard time sticking to schooling, and so it's amazing what a $500 gift card can actually encourage them to do. So they do try to stick it out, and if not, we allow them to, even within a year, if they finish their schooling because they had treatment in grade 12 or whatever, we still supply them with that. We also now have a benevolent fund to help families with funeral costs. We give them each $1,000 to use to pay for the funeral or however they see fit. And we also started weekly meals for parents who are staying with their children on CK5. So they had a COVID lockdown, I think it was in February 2021 is when we started this. So the ward was locked down. whoever was up there at the time is the one who had to stay until that lockdown was over. How do they get food? Hospital food is not the best. So we decided, and we talked to the hospital about it, so we started sending meals up immediately, a dinner. They were getting sandwiches for lunch, so we did that. It ended up on the news. It blew up. We raised, I think, $30,000 for meals or whatever. So we're continuing the meal program. So we're doing it once a week every Thursday, and then we do pastries and fresh fruit every Tuesday morning. Yeah, and then we send out birthday cards as well to kids with cancer. So that is the gist of what we do. I mean, all of our board, because we've gone through it, we're always connected to families. I'm always getting messages from different families, needing resources or advice or whatever. So if we don't have the answers or we're not connected, we make sure that they find out where they need to go for that. So that's about it.
All right.
So yeah, I'll share how I'm connected later.
Okay, sounds good. We'll take a break just before the deadlift starts, and we'll get you up again.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Martin was in there.
So we probably want to do that there. Losers. Well, no.
That's a disadvantage.
Sometimes that's a disadvantage.
This today is
So my advantage is I can almost hook up an access. Makes it a little bit easier. If I can break the 500 mark, yeah.
Really?
I can get 500 off the floor from the pick. Yeah, I know.
It's harder for you?
Yeah, because off the floor I can get a lot of leg drive in. When I'm like this trying to pick, it's like,
I'm the opposite. When I use off the height, I had like over 100 pounds on it.
I'll just stop it. Looking at fat, the axle's going to be hard for me. Do you have like 5X shirts? Do you have any 5X shirts?
No. I got 2X's, but
You guys want to warm up? I guess there's another axle bar over there too. You want to go up? Okay.
Let's do 25.
What's that get us?
I just lift the weight, I don't need that.
It's 165.
I am not.
something up just so you can get something up, and then you're on. That's what I was saying too.
I'm mostly double overhanded and massive. I got it just like just before walking. It slipped.
Battle between me and you today. You've done 220 in this last year?
No.
Oh,